With so much mess going on in the CSGO market scene right now, with major items being extended for who knows how long when they were supposed to be removed from the 20th, the Steam winter sale going on, certain Stockholm stickers spiking up in price, just a ton of crazy stuff, it's completely snuck under my radar that in the past month alone, we've seen the Nomad knife and all of its skins double in price in certain cases. So today, I want to talk about why exactly this is happening, because it is completely random. Just when you thought something couldn't get crazier, this happens. And if we might see it with other knives in the future. So as always, if you guys enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out my sponsor, FreeCash. FreeCash is an easy to use site where you can earn money by completing simple tasks on your PC. By going to the Earn tab, there's short surveys you can fill out, mobile games you can play, and videos you can watch to earn coins, which you can turn into cash instantly. On average, it only takes around 18 minutes until users cash out for the first time, and there's an average of $18 earned a day. The withdrawing methods are also incredibly diverse. There's gift cards, skins, crypto, PayPal, really anything you want, and a great way to make some easy money if you've got some spare time. So be sure to check out FreeCash with that link in the description today and sign up with my link for a free 100 coins. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let me just show you guys what exactly is going on with these knives. If you look at the Steam market, you'll notice that each one of these Nomad knives has just absolutely started taking off in price, starting at around the November 25th date. And throughout the end of November to mid-December, this just kept going and going without seeming to stop. The vanilla Nomad knife from up around $130 to the mid 220s in just this time period, and peaking in around the 240s to 250s, just absolutely insane. And it's not just the vanilla knife. Look at the Slaughter, you see the exact same trend. Look at the Fade, you see the exact same thing as well. Even if we look at the Nomad knife Scorched, an absolute garbage looking knife, you'll see the same exact price increase alongside the other ones throughout the same exact time span. So what's the reasoning for only this specific knife exploding in price in the past month? Because it's not something we've seen at all compared to other knives. Well, one speculation, and pretty much the only speculation that I've seen, is that it's because Simple was using his #1 pattern Blue Gem Nomad knife throughout the Blast finals that were going on through the same exact time period, and Navi ended up winning that tournament with Simple being the MVP. And although I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, this could be the reason for it. Once again, we haven't seen any increase anywhere near to this extent with other knives, literally any time in the past or happening right now, and the best player in the world winning yet another tournament with a Nomad knife will definitely draw some big attention to a knife that seems to have gone completely under a lot of players' radars in the past. And this whole situation is really interesting because from an investing standpoint, there is absolutely no reason to buy a Nomad knife or really any knives in the Fracture case or Shattered Web case unless you just like how they look and want to use them as a play skin. The longer these things have been out in the game, the more that are being unboxed, and with so many new cases, operations, and majors as well coming into the game now, there's just so much stuff that takes away from the spotlight of knives like this that their market trend is either a complete flatline or just slowly dying down day by day as time goes on. And the Nomad knife or any other of the Shattered Web knives were no exception to this. The Nomad knife now being the only outlier to break that trend currently, and probably the only one to break it in the next few years' time, and in a really powerful way as well. So what should you be doing because of this, if anything? Well, on the off chance that you owned a Nomad knife before this whole breakout happened and are looking for a new knife because you're sick of it or just want something fresh, this would not be a bad time to sell at all. Although I don't think this thing is just going to absolutely crash down in price in the next few days, I wouldn't be too surprised if as months go by that it starts decreasing slowly and slowly again, just like we saw before this whole outbreak. I don't think this is a trend that's going to continue going up and up. If we look at the price chart of these things on Buff, it actually gives a much clearer trend as a lot of them are being sold on there for some reason. I guess Chinese players really like them. But as you could see, we had two major legs up and are now sitting pretty flat. Not too surprising, as I've got to imagine quite a few people are going to want to sell their knives since they've increased nearly double in value in just the past few weeks, but Another reason why I think these knives are just going to slowly fall off in price rather than just all of it to happen in a couple days or a week or so is because it is an actual knife. And what I mean by that is it's a play skin that players will want to use for a while. People aren't just going to be out there buying random Nomad knives to try and flip them for profit in a week. They're buying them to actually use them. And while hype dies down with this whole situation over the next month or however long it may be, we'll probably see these things slowly start to drop off lower and lower, as whether people that bought now or people that had them in the past just don't really like the knife anymore and want to switch to something new or just sell it for something else. Personally, I don't really see them going any higher in price than they're at now, and I would be really surprised if they did, and I definitely wouldn't recommend buying one of these right now unless you don't care about losing quite a bit of money, and if you just want to hold on to these for a few months time, because you most likely are going to lose money if you do hold on to this thing for more than a couple weeks time at this point, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. That's just the most likely situation in my eyes. Don't buy it unless you really just want a Nomad knife to use, because you are probably, vast majority of the time, not going to make any money at this point. But overall, can we expect to see this happen again with another knife in the future? I mean, sure, there's a slim chance of it, but it's such a strange situation that is pretty much entirely unpredictable, and I'm not just going to say the next tournament that Simple wins, whatever knife he uses, you should go out and buy it because it'll explode in price, because I have no clue if that's going to happen, and if it does, what if he's using a karambit? What if he's using a butterfly knife? Something that's already absurdly expensive in price and not arguably undervalued like the Nomad knife was, but your guess is as good as mine. But it is really interesting to see that the market reacts like this, presumably just from Simple winning an event and bringing attention to a knife that isn't too popular and I guess cheaper compared to a lot of top tier knives. So yeah, if you want to go loan Simple a blue gem gut knife to pump up those prices, maybe that could be a tactic now. But overall, I just thought this was a really, I guess, interesting, strange situation that I might as well cover because why not? So besides all that, I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.